Hi guys. Um, we are going to be doing our next lesson in math. And before we start, you're going to need your math packet too, a pencil and an eraser. And before we go any further, I want to show you a couple things. Those tall bottles of Smart Water are equivalent to a liter of water. Liters are another way to measure volume or of liquid, the capacity of a container. Now, this right here is half of a liter. So, this water bottle. And if I pour this in here, it will go up to about the 500 mark because there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So, I don't know if you can see the measurements on there. See that? Okay. Now, what is a milliliter? Well, I'm going to show you. So you know how when you're a baby, mom has to give you medicine in a little syringe thing? Well, that is the type of thing they put it in. This is from Walgreens. So a milliliter, watch very carefully, it's going to go quick. That much water. Because up to here is 5 milliliters. So 1 milliliter is that much of it. Okay? So usually about 2.5 milliliters is about how much I'm going to be giving the grand girls right now if they needed some Tylenol in liquid form. This is equivalent to 2 liters of Sprite Zero, which is equivalent to 2,000 milliliters. Okay. So this is about 500 milliliters. So a half of a liter. This is 1,000 milliliters, which is equivalent to 1 liter. Okay. So knowing that, big difference between a milliliter and a liter, then we can go on to our math on page 167. So how would we measure the volume of what a kitchen sink could hold? Well, if you did it by these little milliliters, you'd be there a long time. So I would probably measure what that would hold by a liter. Number 2, and you can put the big L for liter. A soup spoon would make sense to measure how much it holds by milliliters. So put a small m, lowercase m, and uppercase L for that volume. A teacup, well, a teacup, you're not going to be measuring it in liters. No, you'd probably do it in milliliters. Probably around 200 to 250 milliliters, maybe, depending on how big your teacup is. A washing machine, you better be measuring how much it's going to hold by liters. So now you're going to circle for number 5. A juice container would be a liter or 1 milliliter. Well, unless you just want to dab on your tongue, you better go from 1 liter. A bowl of soup. Would a bowl of soup be about 500 milliliters or 500 liters? Do you want 500 of these or only 500 milliliters, which would be about half full? That makes more sense. All right, number 7. There were 900 milliliters of water in a pitcher. Terry poured 500 milliliters of water into a bowl. How many milliliters of water are left in the pitcher? So they're showing you a liter container. If you started with 900 and you poured out 500, you are going to subtract. So 900 minus 500 will give you how many milliliters left? Don't forget to put lowercase m, uppercase L as your label for your answer. Number 8, Mr. Rojo put 6 liters of fuel into a gas can that can hold 10 liters. Then he added more liters to fill the can. How many liters of fuel did he add to the can? So he put 6 of these in, and it can hold 10 of these. How many more did he need to put in to fill it up? What equation are you going to write? Do that right now. And don't forget your label is going to be uppercase L for liters. Number 9, Shelby needs to water each of her 3 plants. So there's 3 of them. Each one gets 200 milliliters of water. How many milliliters of water does she need? So 200 plus 200 plus 200 equals how many milliliters of water? Don't forget to put the lowercase m, uppercase L. All right, good. Knowing the difference between the two is huge. All right. I would like you to try numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 on your own. And this is the page that you're going to take a picture of and send to me in a doc that you've uploaded it and shared it with me. Make sure I can read it. So it's got to be dark enough. And make sure you have the equation with the answer and the label. And remember the difference between a milliliter and liters. All right. Have fun with that. And notice what you're drinking and from containers. What is it measured by? And how much is it equivalent to?